Tomasz, thank you very much for joining me today. I'm sure everybody's very interested to hear your insights into the topics that we're discussing. Do you first of all want to introduce yourself to the audience?
Yes. So, hi, Danny. First of all, thank you for having me in your podcast. And just for briefly introduce myself. So my name is Tomasz Macanko. So I'm a senior project manager in company Semco Maritime, and we are the service provider for the offshore platforms and connected land stations. So we basically do all the maintenance, certification, inspections on the offshore platforms.
Fantastic. So the first question I've got for you today then is, what's unique about managing both on and offshore teams?
So the offshore industry itself is quite unique, because of the remoteness, because of the not many technicians or engineers have, let's say, too much experience with the offshore industry. So we know ourselves that on the market, let's say, there is not too many, not enough, I would say, engineers that have experience in the offshore industry. So this is a very good, let's say, option for someone who is just starting your career in engineering departments or in engineering industry. I keep saying that offshore wind industry is at the moment now in the place where oil and gas offshore industry was in 1970s. So we have a bright future ahead of us. So it's ever developing and it's growing rapidly. So working in offshore environment and managing offshore projects is very challenging. Mostly because of the, like I said, remote access to the platforms that we are maintaining, and so there is access only by the helicopter, by the platform supply vessels, crew transfer vessels, but this is more seldom. And that's why we need to plan ahead, many months ahead. So there are restricted time periods that we need to complete all the tasks that we have planned. So this is crucial for us to plan the materials, resources, companies, and subcontractors that will be providing to do the maintenance, inspections, or the overhauls of the technical systems. And this, I would say, the offshore industry is quite young and new, and there are different processes that has to be established at the moment. So there is nothing that has been done for many years, and we just step in and do what everybody does before us. So definitely this is also a case. And in offshore, we are dealing with a harsh weather conditions. So this is ever-changing environment that we have to adjust to. So there are different tasks that we cannot do because of the weather conditions, and we need to make a rapid decisions from day to day. And so we are trying to use some project management tools before, and just put all the data and plan the whole campaign on the offshore, but it doesn't work. So the environment is so quick changing, and so there is so much flexibility involved and required that we need to have someone who is confident in their decision making on board and onshore to coordinate all the tasks there.
Brilliant. And like you say, it's so unique because there aren't many industries where you are so remote and so inaccessible, and I'm sure that poses its own challenges uniquely. Like you said before, everything's delivered by helicopter or boat. You don't want to forget anything.
So you cannot just go to the store and buy some supplies or the materials, and they will be there next day. So we need to order the delivery times for special equipment is very long. So we need to We need to do all the logistic process with the customs clearance, pack it into the container, pack it into the platform supply vessel, and to get it on time, and align it also with the team that will do the tasks. So if we have a team and don't have a material, we cannot do it. If we have a material and we don't have a team, we cannot do it as well. So this is also very challenging in offshore when it comes to the materials and storing the materials. So the offshore platforms, they don't have too much storage areas. So this is very important for us to have an inventory of everything that is on the platforms or we can use, because when we are there, everything needs to be there because we cannot get anything very, very quickly.
Yeah, definitely. And I suppose, as you say, it's a great time to join the industry, especially if you foresee it being, having some rapid growth in the very near future. It would be a great time for people to join this industry now.
Yes. So I know myself that we need a lot of people in our branch, and I know that this is not only the German market and German North Sea where we work, but I know that the UK, all over the world, the offshore wind industry is growing. So there will be thousands and thousands of open positions, I think, in the industry that have to be filled. So this is a chance for somebody that wants to get into the, let's say, engineering role or managerial role, but doesn't know exactly which branch to choose. So I highly recommend the offshore wind industry.
Brilliant. Fantastic. Thank you very much. The next question I've got for you, Tomasz, is how important is the skill of task delegation to the success of a leader or a manager?
So the task delegation is one of the crucial tasks for the manager, actually, because we cannot do everything by ourselves. We need to identify the strengths and the skills of our team and delegate the tasks, and just to avoid the situation, let's say, I will do it better. Yeah. So we have sometimes this approach that we think that we cannot delegate it because we don't trust our team members. Yeah. So this is something to be avoided, because we cannot develop our team members' skills this way. When we are showing our team members that we trust their decisions, they are building the self-confidence, and they are developing their skills, and this is beneficial for the project. This is beneficial for us as well. And this is very important. And there is a word that I don't actually like. I mean, micromanagement. So we cannot go into the micromanagement and just take care of all the tasks all together. So we need to delegate it to our team members, and the successful managers' task is to coordinate and make decisions, but we cannot do everything by ourselves. We need our team members. We need our team members and their skills and their expertise as well. Yeah,
definitely. I think you make a very good point. The fact that instilling that trust in somebody is a great way to not only build their confidence, but also to better their skills and better their relationship with you as their manager as well. I would imagine. It's obviously, as somebody that's been delegated tasks to before, obviously when you perform well on them, you're thankful for the opportunity to have been given that task in the first place. So, I think it's a very important and rewarding element to being a manager. Brilliant.
Yes.
Fantastic. And the final question for you then, Tomasz, is what insights can you share on the first steps of a managerial role and the key differences from being a hands-on engineer?
So this is quite my situation, because I've been a hands-on engineer for many years before I joined the offshore wind industry. I've been a marine engineer for more than 12 years. So actually, I stepped into the manager's role, and there are some skills that I needed to learn. to be a good and successful manager. So from the engineer's role to the manager role, you need to have a confidence in decision making. Yeah. So you need to be confident that the decisions you are making are right. Yeah. And there are some situations when we are stepping up within one organization, and this brings some new challenges because we need to prove our former, let's say, team colleagues that we deserve the role of a manager, and that the decisions that we are making are good, proper, and based on our previous experience. Yeah. So engineering background, in my case, is very beneficial, I would say, because the technical knowledge that I have and I gained through all my career, and it's helping me in planning. It's helping me because I know how the work is looking from the first person perspective. Yeah. So I know what we need to, what materials needs to be done, what time it will take to complete the tasks, and so on. So I don't think it's only in my industry, but I think generally having a hands-on experience before stepping into the manager's role is very beneficial, very helpful, and brings us a lot of confidence in what we are doing.
Yeah, definitely. I think, I can imagine that it also allows you to maybe spot mistakes or spot potential issues sooner as well. If you see a member of your team doing something that maybe you feel might not necessarily end up in the correct place, you can guide them in the right way, knowing, having that technical understanding of the role that they're doing. And I suppose you should be able to set more realistic timeframes as well. I speak to a lot
Yes.
of engineers, and they often say that they get set, deadlines by commercially minded, leaders, and that they don't often meet well with the reality of the project itself. So, you having a technical experience on projects before, you'll be able to give a much more idealistic and realistic view on how things are going to get delivered.
Yes, so we don't see only the Excel sheets. Yeah, so when we see the task or the job that is listed on our Excel sheet or on the task list, this is something that we have done before, and we know what we will need to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for that. It was a really enjoyable conversation, and I'm sure everyone will get a lot from the answers that you've given.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me again.